So normally how I approach breathing is I lead with the shoulders, then I get the chest working, and then afterward I figure out the body. And I think for my blocking pass, I will just focus on these and I won't bother really doing much with the arms and all of that. Again, just to keep it simple. So let me go ahead and do the breathing. So grab the shoulders. I'm animating at 30, which I recommend you all should be animating at 30. Let's say it takes him... It usually takes you longer to inhale than it does to exhale, so I'll make it, I don't know, maybe about 41 frames or so. How come I didn't key everything? Oh, because it's just that. And let me raise it. And then let me do maybe 3 frames later. That is when the chest... I may not... Do I want to animate this third one? Let's see. Now, I think perhaps for this, I will just stick to the top 2. Oh, and I forgot I want to set my last frame to be the same as the first. So let me get that again. Select. I'll just delete that. Okay, great. Alright, let me go back. It was like, what, 42 or something. Raise the shoulders. Excellent. Taking a breath in so your chest expands, and I will do it 2 frames after, or 3. Let's do 3 frames after. So the shoulders lead, and then I will counter with the body. Okay, so let me a little too. Let's see. That's okay, but I think I want the chest to actually be a little bit bigger. Because generally for your idle, you want pixel drift on all areas of the body, otherwise it'll feel locked and dead. So like that's better. Let's see here. I can also build, so right now, tilt, rhythm, and twist. It's always important to think about every single axis when you're posing. So right now I was just focusing on the X, getting the X axis to work. Now I can add a little bit of LY here, or excuse me, it's not RY, it's LZ. How do I want him to do it? Let's see. Well, I might add that in later because I want his chest, if you focus on the U here, I want that to move in a nice arc, in a nice circle like that throughout the breathing. But I might build that in a little bit later once I get everything else. Okay, and then the head. It's nice how it is orienting, but I will go ahead and just do a little bit just so that I have some movement. Okay, cool. Let's build in some translation. Okay, so you can't see me, but I was standing up to figure out what I should do with the body. So when he breathes, I will have him move up just a teeny bit and perhaps move a little bit forward like that. Let's see how the timing is. Cool. All right. Let's take a look at it from the back, the player view. Okay, cool. Oh, I want it to loop. There. All right, so I will go ahead and take the shoulders. A lot of times how I approach them is I will animate a dip, and then the main pose, the start and end pose of the idol, is actually more like an in between the 2 extremes. So I say perhaps the shoulders, let's see, give it like 12 frames. I don't know, we'll see. This is where they will, a nice way to do it. I'll get the tweens, wherever it went. Where is it? Hello? Tween machine. I'm just gonna do this single pane and see where it went. What the heck is it? Okay, I'll be back once I figure out why it's not showing up. Okay, my Tweens is back now. I'm not sure why it didn't disappear. I had to relaunch the editor. Let me get my camera back. What was I doing? Oh, the shoulders, yeah. So I want the extreme to be down here. So a nice, sweet, easy way to do it is make it copy so it is exactly the same, and then just make it go lower. So then these ones here need to not ease, because that's incorrect for it to go low and then ease and then speed up again. Like, that's bad spacing. So I will drag them so that the tangent handles are both along these lines here and these lines there. So then if I press play, cool, this is working. I think I want to move all of this 2 frames before. So let me grab my blocking again. Select controls, and 1, 2. I'm holding shift and using the middle mouse to retime. And then this, I'll move it also to 1, 2. Alright, good enough. I feel like it's dropping a little bit too fast. So maybe actually let's just move it over 1. Then let me build in the RY, or LZ here, of the spine, because I want it to move in a circle. So let's see, this maybe about halfway here is the extreme point there. And then this is the up point, and then here is where it'll be over, and then it'll loop back in. So let me get rid of that key because I want it to be a little bit more. And then again, same thing, you don't want the easing when it's supposed to be an in-between pose like that. So let me go ahead and move the tangent handles, and let's see if I like this time. It's a little bit too disconnected. Okay, let me see. Maybe this is the apex, so let me get rid of these keys. I don't want them. Okay, let's try that, and again, delete those. And then that was maybe here. Still disconnected from the arm. I kind of want to feel like the arm going down is what kind of makes the chest rotate, because right now it's like, what is this? This is not connected. Excellent. Now let me double check from the back view. So a nice way to copy curves or cycles, I have the rotation for the upper spine and the body selected. Now obviously I have nothing on the body, so what I'll do is I'll copy this, Control C, and if I paste it, you'll see how it pastes it according, like hard pastes it. It doesn't paste it relative. So an easy way I do to paste relative is I drag that over, set a key, and then paste it again. And then there's a Tweens tool, which is blend to neighbor right, I believe it's called. And then what this will do is take this key here and blend it all the way to the previous key I had before. So now if you look, these two are the same, 4.23 something something, again 4.23 something something. And then now I have this same exact curve, but at the correct value start point. And they're currently going the same direction. I need them to be opposite. All right, well, normally I would just take a tool and then just drag it so then I get opposite, but what I'll do is just move them manually, whatever. And now I need to reset the tangent handles because these are incorrect, so I'll do this. I usually use the cubic instead of the smart, but it doesn't really matter. Play with them, see which one you like best. And then now you'll see that he's a little bit more still because I've countered it, but I still want the chest to lead. So let me go ahead and use Blender Neighbor and reduce the body so that the chest still has a little bit of movement. Cool. All right, now let me build in a little bit of translation into the body here. Because I have the TY up and down, but I could do a little bit left and right, super subtle. So if he is leaning that way with his chest, perhaps here I do a little bit like that. a little over. And then when he's leaning this way here, maybe I'll keep it for simplicity's sake. Move him a little bit that way. Let's see how that looks. I got knee pop because I'm a little bit too tight. So I might make, to avoid that, since this is my idol, I might just take the TY and move it down. Ooh, I know. Okay, again, I don't want these to be the extreme, so I'll do that. And I'll take it, make it move down a little bit more. That looks okay. These, again, you don't want easing, so I'll do that. Perhaps time it there, and then drag it down globally, so hopefully I avoid some knee pops. Let's see. Cool, it's too big, so let me use tween, blend to neighbor, reduce it to something like that, and then readjust the tangent handles. Very nice. Okay, let me look at the head. Is weird, so let me take a pass at the head. When you breathe in, your head kind of drags, and it's dragging a little too late, so let me make it do it sooner. And then here it should be going back up, and make it here actually. And then again, so I have somewhere to go, take the tangent handles, make sure they're not in between, and perhaps I actually put that there. Cool, it's too big, he's unfocused, so reduce it. Cool, alright, now let me look here. The head, I need to work with the RZ. Nope. Oh my gosh, which one is it? Yeah, this one here. 2, so I can see a bit better. I kind of want the head to counter, I believe. Do I want it to counter or delay? Actually, let me try delay. So here and here, I could copy the curve, but I'm just going to move it. Alright, and then take the head and move it 1, 2. Take the tangent handles, no easing. Hello, quit. Okay. Let me go back. Which one is this? Spine. Okay. 1, 2. Alright, what about this? 1, 2. Did I do that correctly? Okay. Now, let's see. This is breaking to me if I look at the head, so I wonder, I don't know if it's too much. What if I add a little ly there? Or ry. I keep calling them all the wrong things. Okay. And then there, maybe that there is an extreme. Too high. Maybe like that. And then these guys again, as always, no easing. Something feels robotic. There's a weird thing on the RZ. Aha! There it is. Alright, that's cool. My shoulders are floaty now that I look at them. Oh, no, don't do that. So what I want to do is add a breakdown, a spacing breakdown, which is primarily, let's see, the Y. Maybe here I favor it. Let's give it a 70. Okay, I think it's good. I think the TY on the body is a little too much. his knees are changing too much and they're a little distracting for what I want, especially because ballet, like, you hold the pose. Obviously, I'm trying to mix ballet with gameplay animation, so I will need to make some considerations. But a lot of times, the ballerinas will just hold their pose, and you can barely tell they're moving. So I kind of want to get a little bit of that in there, but I don't want him to be completely locked and have no pixel drift, because then that just looks weird. All right. Actually, I know I said it wouldn't do the arms, but I'm really tempted. I think I'll do the arms off camera because you all get the idea. So I will go ahead and do that. Alright, so I added a little bit of detail in the arms, added some drag and follow through, and I edited the spine a little bit, and this is what I ended up with for my first pass blocking.